Transform Basemap Introduction. A default Transform session opens a Basemap window populated with all wells in the project and a Bing street map for reference. The layer manager on the left side of the basemap shows the layers currently populating a basemap. This can be hidden with the arrow and tack buttons. Within the basemap, there are tools at the top of the layer manager that will be discussed in the Adding and Styling Layers to the Basemap video series. Users can open as many basemaps in a Transform session by clicking Add New View in the basemap and giving that basemap a unique name. There are tools at the top left and top right of the basemap. Hover over a tool for a tooltip and click to engage. Within the basemap, instructions for tool use may pop up in the top right corner, or users can click Ctrl-Shift-M to show mouse tools. To zoom and move around a basemap, make sure the Select Mode white arrow is selected, use the wheel mouse to zoom, and left click to drag and pan the basemap. To make those mouse instructions go away, left click and click Escape. Order the layers in the Basemap Manager with the arrows at the top. The order of the items determines what selections can be made. Make sure the white mouse is selected to select attributes in the basemap. And don't forget that right click in the basemap gives some more options. For more information about other tools and workflows in the basemap, check out the help resources available in Transform, plus the additional help videos. Let's learn how to add layers to a basemap in Transform. There are two ways to add a layer to the basemap. First, click the blue plus in the top left of Basemap Layer Manager. Here, users can access all the data types available to add to the basemap. Review the video series for each type of data for more guidance. The second way to add data to the basemap is going to be through the data tree. Choose a desired layer to add to the basemap and left-click Select to drag and drop the layer in the basemap. Be sure to drop that layer in the basemap versus the Basemap Layer Manager. To remove the layers from the basemap, select the layer, right-click, and remove layer. Continue this video series to learn more about styling each type of layer and data that you add to your basemap. The next video series will educate Transform users how to style layers in the basemap. Each data type has a video, so please refer to desired video help using the drop-down menu or play the entire series. There's a couple of options to style layers in the basemap. First, in the Transform Basemap Layer Manager, right-click and choose Style on the layer you want to style. Remember, clicking the pin will unpin or pin the Layer Manager from the basemap. As you can see, our horizon legend is under the Layer Manager. In addition, users can toggle on and off all the legends in the basemap by checking or unchecking the legend box for each layer or all of them with the icon at the top of the Layer Manager. The second way to style layers in the basemap is to select the desired layer on the basemap itself and right-click Style. Make sure the desired layer selection is on the top of the Basemap Layer Manager list so it will be selected. Users will see all these options and more exploring the basemap pull-out style menus that are explored in additional videos in this series. Transform Basemap Styling, Well Locations, and Well List. By default, wells appear with labeled names, wellbore paths displayed, and symbols marking the top and bottom of the wellbore. To style wells or well list locations, access the Style menu by right-clicking the well list in the Layer Manager and choose Style, or select a well list in the basemap, right-clicking and choose Style. Users can style all the wells or lists. Notice that choosing a different list or all wells will change the displayed layer in the basemap. Clicking through the tabs at the top, users can alter the well annotation with well annotation templates. The templates available can be viewed in the Annotation tab, and to create a new well annotation template, click the blue plus and refer to the well annotation template video for more information. Once a template is chosen, users can turn it off by unchecking this box. Clicking the Symbol tab gives users options to change the colors of the well, posting options, and symbol size of the well. Click Close when complete. Remember to toggle on and off the legend, check and uncheck the boxes in the Basemap Layer Manager. Transform Basemap styling culture layers. Any image or shapefile imported as culture data can be viewed on the basemap using the Basemap Layer Manager Blue Plus, or by dragging the culture layer from the data tree to the basemap. To style a culture layer, left-click select and right-click in the basemap to access the Style menu. To unselect the polygon, left-click outside the polygon. Users can alter the polygon opacity, toggle on and off the polygon border, change the color of the border, which defaults to the same color as the polygon, and post the culture layer label. Press close when complete. Transform basemap styling, geological interpretation, and gridded surfaces. Add desired gridded surface to the map. In this case, I'm going to use the drag and drop from the data tree. To style gridded surfaces, click the horizon in the Basemap Layer Manager, right-click Style, or left-click Select in the basemap, right-click Style. Users can change the horizon, surface, or grid being shown in the basemap in the Gridded Surface Source tab. Check your desired selection. To alter the display of a chosen grid, click the Display tab. Users can access custom colored maps and saved color maps with the toggles on the top. Change the color bar with the drop-down. When the color bar selections are open, you can click alphabetical order with that button to the right, but note, to close the drop-down, a color map selection must be made. Users can reverse the color bar with the button on the side. Alter the range of a displayed surface grid with this bar, or right-click to adjust the manual extents. Always adjust the range values, the bounds will be the data extents. Click OK when you're done. There are two interpolation methods available. The default is bilinear. Bilinear interpolation results in smoother contours, while nearest neighbor results in more blocky contours with the blocks centered on the grid data point. The opacity can be changed by moving this bar. To add contours to the basemap display of a surface, click Show Contours. This will engage the Contour Settings dialog. Users can compute contours using automatic intervals or user-defined interval parameters. The Show Minor Ticks option displays minor contours at the interval specified. Within the manual option, alter contour and labeling intervals. Click the Quality drop-down menu to adjust how the contours are displayed. Your selection affects computation time. Selecting low allows for the fastest compute time, but the contours might look more segmented. Selecting print takes a bit longer to compute, but results in smoother contours. Make sure you click the Update Contours button to apply your changes. Instead of having one color contour, users can use a color map or adjust the color contour of the line, label, and also the contour line width. In addition, users can alter the label height and spacing. Use the wheel of the mouse to zoom in on the basemap to see your labels. Type your desired label height and spacing, remembering to always click Update Labels after an adjustment is made. You can click Toggle Align Text Uphill if desired. You can change the color of the label as well as the line color. If users define contour selections to use with other surfaces, you can save as default settings. That's available at the bottom. But you can also restore it back to the original settings if you're not really that happy with what you've come up with. Once the selections are made, click OK and return to the Surface or Horizon Style menu. Users can toggle on and off the grid that the surface was generated and change the grid color. Lastly, there are options to show a color legend with or without a histogram. Click Close when your selections are complete. If the legend is covered by the Basemap Layer Manager, remember that you can click that little pin to uncover it. Toggle the legends on and off, also through the Basemap Layer Manager. Transform Basemap Styling Transects. Transects can be added to the basemap through the blue plus at the top of the Layer Manager. The Transects layer holds all available transects in Transform in one layer. For example, cross-sections, 3D seismic inlines, cross lines, arb lines, and 2D lines. To style the transects and determine those to show versus all available, right-click the transects layer in the Basemap Layer Manager, or select the transect on the Basemap and right-click Style. Use the Style menu to show hide transects in the project. Check the box next to each grid to view in the Basemap. The green plus and minus works to check and uncheck the boxes and groups. In addition, change the color of a transect by right-clicking the colored box in front of the name and choose the desired color, or highlight the desired transect and click the wheel at the top. Click Close when complete with selections. In addition, choose a desired transect from the data tree and left drag it to the Basemap. If the transect layer is added to the Basemap, this allows users to view all of the transects. Right-click the traverse to access the Style menu to turn on other transects. Can't find a transect in the Basemap? Right-click in the Style Manager and click Move to Transect. Note, the Transect Style Layer Manager and the data tree transects have different icons. These icons help users to know which transects or cross-sections to view versus well logs and seismic transects. Transform Basemap Styling Aerial Grids. First, add the aerial grids to the Basemap. Via the blue plus, click Aerial Grids. Each aerial grid in the project is contained in one layer to add to the Basemap. Users can create a 2D aerial grid with this tool, and for more information, there's a video for that. To style our aerial grids or 2D grids that are created in Transform using the 2D aerial grid mode, right-click the grid layer in the Basemap Layer Manager or select the aerial grid and right-click Style within the Basemap. Use the Style menu to show and hide the aerial grids in the project. Check the box next to each grid to view in the Basemap. The green plus and minus works to check and uncheck the boxes and groups. Click Close when complete with selections. To remove a layer from the Basemap, right-click and remove the layer. In addition, choose a desired aerial grid from the data tree and left-drag it to the Basemap. This allows to view that one aerial grid. Right-click the aerial layer in the Basemap Layer Manager to access the Style menu to turn on other aerial grids. Transform Basemap Styling Seismic Bin Grids. First, add the seismic bin grids to the Basemap via the blue plus. Click Seismic Bin Grids. Each seismic bin grid in the project is contained in one layer to add to the Basemap. To style a seismic bin grid, right-click the seismic bin grid layer in the Basemap Layer Manager or select the seismic bin grid and right-click Style within the Basemap. Use the Style menu to show and hide the seismic bin grids in the project. Check the box next to each grid to view in the Basemap. The green plus and minus works to check and uncheck boxes and groups. Click Close when you're complete with the selections. Remember to remove a layer from the Basemap, right-click in the Layer Manager, Remove Layer. In addition, choose a desired seismic bin grid from the data tree and left-drag it to the Basemap. This allows to view that one seismic grid. Right-click the seismic bin grid in the Basemap Layer Manager to access the Style menu to turn on other seismic bin grids. Click Close when complete. Transform Basemap Styling Posting Well Cumulative Production. To post well cumulative production pie charts on the Basemap, click the blue plus in the Basemap Layer Manager. Choose Well Cumulative Production to open the dialog. Once in the dialog, choose a well list to display the well cumulative production in the Basemap. Name the layer to add to the Basemap. Then choose the pie chart pieces to display. The available oil, gas, and water properties to display are those that have been loaded to the current session data repository and have been defined as oil, gas, or water production. Choose desired segments to display and color of the pie piece with the color boxes. Use the drop-down list next to each production type to choose the specific property attribute to display in the pie. There are additional options to scale at the bottom using the slider bars. Make desired selections and click Close. An additional layer in the Basemap Layer Manager has been added for the well cumulative production pie charts. To style the pie charts, right-click in the Basemap Layer Manager or select in the Basemap and right-click Style. Adjust the pie charts as desired and click Close. Add additional cumulative production layers to the Basemap with the same workflow, but give each layer a unique name. Right-click to remove the layer from the base map, the posting settings will not be saved if a cumulative production layer is removed from the base map. Transform Basemap styling region features. To add region features to the basemap, click the blue plus in the Basemap Layer Manager. All regions are contained in one layer in the Basemap Layer Manager. Users can create a new region with this tool. For more information, look for that help video. To style regions, right-click the region layer in the Basemap Layer Manager. Use the Style menu to show and hide regions in the project. Toggle on and off the labels of each region and the fill. The green plus and minus works to check and uncheck the boxes and groups. Check the box next to each region to view in the basemap. Right-click to change the color of a region. Click Close when you're complete with selections. To remove a layer from the basemap, right-click Remove Layer. In addition, choose a desired region from the data tree and left-drag it to the basemap. This allows to view that one region. Right-click the region layer in the Basemap Layer Manager to access the Style menu to turn on other regions. To delete a region, first a user must be the owner of that region and then search for it in the basemap, right-click, manage, and delete. Can't find a region on the basemap? Right-click in the Style Manager and click Move to Region. Transform Basemap Styling Web Map Service Layers. To enable the Web Map service, users must have access to the internet. When a new session loads, by default, the Bing Street Map is in the Layer Manager. To style or change the Web Map service layer, click the blue plus in the Basemap Layer Manager. Click on the Web Map service to add a layer. All Transform users should see an option to turn on Spatial On-Demand Map service layers, as that subscription is included with Transform. Users can add map services they subscribe to independently by pressing the Add Custom WMS Server URL, the blue plus at the top of the table. Users must provide server URL and credentials. Click the arrow next to a layer type to expand the list of WMS layers. To add a layer to the basemap, check the box next to a specific layer in the layers table. You can add more than one layer, but not at the same time. Users must close the Add Layers dialog, then reopen for each map you want to add. In the Layer Manager, you can also adjust the opacity to use two different maps or layers together. To access your Layer Style menu, right-click and press Style. To adjust the opacity, you can see that's also in the Layer Manager, that you can use the drop-down and choose an opacity level. Transform Basemap Styling, Posting Well Tops and Well Top Aliases. A well top is a single top versus well top aliases, which are a group of tops. To learn how to create a well top alias, view that help video. Each well top or well top alias posting can be added to the basemap via the blue plus. Click on the desired selection. The dialog and selections will be the same for both well tops and well top aliases. For this round, we'll choose a well top alias. So choose a well top alias to show and click the box next to it. The count updates with the well list selection. As I change the well list, you'll see that the count will update again. Once a well top alias source is chosen, click the Display tab for more options. Users can post a symbol where the attribute is available and fill or outline that symbol. Use the slider bars to adjust the symbol size. There are additional symbol options in the drop-down. Next, choose the attribute to label the well tops. The drop-down contains all available options, and use the slider bar to adjust that label size. In addition, you have options to help with overposting, and then finally at the bottom, You can color well tops by a color, either a user fixed color or color by a color ramp. For coloring by values, users can access custom color maps and save color maps with those buttons at the bottom. When the color bar selections are open in the drop-down, you can alphabetize as well as reverse the color bar. Use the slider bar at the bottom to adjust the range of the values that are being posted on your map. Once desired selections are made, click Close, and you'll see that that layer has now been added to your Basemap Layer Manager. If you want to access the Style menu again, you can right-click to access the Style menu. Turn on and off the legend using the buttons in the Layer Manager. You can add an additional well top alias or well top posting layer to the basemap with the same workflow. Transform will populate the top name and well lists so you won't get confused in your Layer Manager. In this workflow, I'll choose a well top versus a well top alias, and you'll notice that my styling dialog options are the same. You can adjust the symbols, the symbol size. You can also adjust the labels. And then if you want to remove that layer, you can just right-click in the Layer Manager and remove the layer. Use the Save Basemap template feature to save these settings. Transform basemap styling, posting well scalars, and well interval attributes. Well scalar attributes are associated with the entire wellbore, while well interval attributes are associated with a zone, like horizontal length of a well or a zone created by well top picks. Both posting and style options on the basemap are the same for each. To style a well interval attribute, click the blue plus in the top left corner of the Basemap Layer Manager. Click the well interval attributes. Only the attributes loaded or generated in the data repository will be available to post. First, give the layer to be generated a name, then choose a zone and a well list. Click the drop-down to choose an attribute to post. Next, choose a color map and adjust the data range display with the slider bar underneath. You can also alphabetize the color maps and reverse them as well. To post bubbles that relate to the scale of the attribute, use these bubble size selections towards the bottom of the screen. Additionally, adjust the width and range to be displayed with slider bars. Once you make your desired selections, click Close. You'll notice the number of bubbles in this count at the top. So once you click Close, you'll see that this layer is going to be added to the Basemap Layer Manager. To adjust the style settings, right-click and Style. Once this layer is removed from the basemap, the settings won't be saved. Users can save the basemap template file and save the session. Within DI Transform, users have the option to load a saved basemap. From the Add New View button, users can load a saved basemap or load a saved basemap from the Geology menu, Basemaps, Load Basemap. To save a basemap, use the Save Diskette button in the top right of the basemap. Pressing Save will save a basemap template file, which includes contour configurations and display settings in that basemap to be used as a template for future basemaps. So what exactly is saved in the template? Well, first, annotation templates are saved. These will include well annotation templates, well tops, well top alias annotations, and well scalar interval attribute annotations. In addition, color map with ranges and preferred color maps with ranges will be saved as well. What's not saved in a template? Well, the zoom and also selected wells. Those aren't going to be saved within a template. So if I go and add a saved basemap template, you'll see as the Save Basemap opens, the zoom is consistent with the layer extents. Thus, when you load a basemap template, the zoom state will include all data in the data layers. This basemap has the Texas counties layer as the furthest extents. Now I'm just going through and checking that everything loaded as I expected. So templates saved in different project databases will work, but they will issue a warning. You can click Yes to continue. I actually like to save all my basemap template files in the same location for easy access. Once a saved basemap template loads, the layers that are not in the data repository will obviously not load, but the annotation templates and color maps will. Transform Basemap Styling 2D Seismic. To add 2D Seismic to the basemap, click the blue plus 2D Seismic. Then choose the available 2D Seismic survey that you'd like to add to the basemap. 2D Seismic can be imported individually to show each line one by one on the basemap or grouped upon import as shown here. Right-click to access the style options. Here, you can change the color and adjust annotations. Once you've made your selections, click Close when complete. Right-click on a 2D seismic line in the basemap for more options, like style options or viewing the 2D line in the VSV, vertical seismic view. In addition, right-click the 2D seismic layer in the Layer Manager to remove the layer from the basemap. Transform Basemap Create a Region mode. Toggle on the Create Region mode in the basemap to engage the Create Region toolbar. There are 5 tools available. When each tool is engaged, instructions pop up in the top right of the basemap. First, use the Add Noted Polygon tool to create a polygon. Left-click to create the polygon. Once a polygon is created, it can be used as a selection tool. For example, create a well list, but you can right-click to see all those options. To drop the tool and deselect any layers that the region has selected, press Escape. To save and create a region, engage the blue plus with the Create Region toolbar with the desired region mode tool to use. Let's start with a Create Noted Polygon. Let's make that with a left click, and with the blue plus engaged, double click to close that polygon and save it. Give it a name, change the color, and click OK. Next, add a lasso region. Left drag and draw on the basemap, double click to complete the region and save. Next, add a rectangle region. Left drag to add a rectangle region, double click to close and save the region. To drop the region tool, press Escape at any time, and to close the region tool, you'll always double click. If you want to unengage the Create Region Mode tool, just click that button again, the tool button, or click the white arrow Select Mode in the top left of the basemap. Users can also drag and drop regions to the basemap from the data tree. That'll allow you to select just one region at a time. If you'd like to engage the other regions, just right-click Access the Style menu and turn those on. To delete a region, first a user must be the owner of that region, and then search for the region in the basemap. Right-click, Manage, and Delete.